Welcome to LUX Chats at that creative hub. We're here with Gilbert here today. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
International traveller, a man of many pursuits, logistics, and also sing a lot as well. So let's start with business.
Yes, of course.
Do you want to talk about what you're doing nowadays, what your business does, and how it operates?
Okay, yeah. So my business is called GE International Forwarding, and like it says, it's international forwarding logistics, and we mainly look after. Not 80% of our business is food stuff. So we import a lot of food stuff for our clients, and we clear it through customs and quarantine. And that's very busy. And that was good because during COVID, we didn't have to stop because food was considered essential. So that was good. We did very well in COVID.
How many countries do you look after?
Well, our main two countries is from the US and from India.
Yeah.
But we do look after other countries like from Europe and China.
So you're going down the road of like spices or pre-made packaging or what?
From India, there's a lot of spices and Indian foods, packaged Indian foods and things. And from the US is mainly beverages. Yeah. Like things like Dr Pepper and Jarritos. I don't know whether you've heard of Jarritos.
Well, no, I haven't.
Jarritos is a Mexican soda. Yeah. With fruit flavor. And
is it nice?
Fantastic, yes.
Can I get one?
Oh, yes, you can. I mean, if you go, they're very popular with GYG and GYG Mad Max, Taco Bell and all that.
So go back to the Indian spices for a sec, because some of those things are like gold. What's got the highest dollars per kilo? Like, what are you importing that's that refined? There's some stuff they put in their food that's
saffron. Saffron is very, very, very expensive. I mean, you don't even buy it per kilo; it's too expensive.
Wow. Yeah.
So I couldn't put a figure on it.
Is it Australia's version of like truffle? Is it that expensive? It's kind of just that little extra flavour, or Chinese version?
A little bit more actually. A bit more than truffle. It's one of the most expensive commodity in the world.
So
it's like gold.
How do you operate yourself? So do you actually have you're controlling some of these cargo ships, or?
Yeah, we do. Yeah. We negotiate freight rates with the shipping lines. Yeah, and we've got carriers, local carriers. Yeah. So what we do, for example, you got something coming from India. Yeah. You tell me who your supplier is, and my agent will contact the supplier and give them a container, pack the container, put it in a ship, come here. And when it's here, what we do it through customs. We clear it through customs and quarantine, and then
have you had many issues with customs?
Oh, customs not so much, but quarantine, yes.
Okay.
With food stuff, there's always problem with quarantines. Yeah.
So is it normally going off, or is it bugs? Or
no, it's paperwork. Their paperwork are not especially out of India. The paperwork can be terrible.
Well, of course, too. It's normally done on a docket half the time. So then it's like a doctor's script. You've got to read it and interpret. So it's not obviously just always written in English, but you've got another language, different interpretations coming in Australia, which is pretty strict. Yeah. But I think are we one of the strictest in the world for customs?
Oh, definitely. Quarantine, definitely. Yeah. One of the strictest with quarantine. Yeah. Yeah. So, your paperwork is wrong.
I guess once it gets to Australia, it's sort of stuck. So yeah, it's not going anywhere.
So quarantine will open the container and they will go through it like with a fine tooth comb. Wow. And so one little thing wrong, they will destroy the cargo. They won't allow you to bring it into the country, or they'll have it fumigated if it needs be.
It's not a good one, is it?
No, not a good one, but thank God, because Australia's got such a unique flora and fauna, and so we don't want to destroy it with bugs that we don't have here.
It's quite a big company, and obviously a lot of responsibility there. So how long has it been around, GE Forwarding?
13 years.
Congratulations.
13 years.
And then how many staff do you have now? So you'd have staff and contractors, wouldn't you? So,
yeah. So staff, I've got 8.
Yeah.
So one just started today.
Yeah.
Yeah. and contractors 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, so with your role too, like, because obviously every time I look at Instagram and everything like that, you're traveling.
Yeah.
What are some of the countries you've been to recently? You want to share some of those stories?
Oh my!
Doesn't have to necessarily be GE forwarding. We can call it customer relations if needed.
Yeah.
But do you want to tell us a bit about the big bad world out there? Where you've been to lately?
Well, I go to quite often is Dubai.
Yeah.
Because Dubai, there's a lot of conferences there.
Yeah.
So, and Bangkok.
Yeah.
So Bangkok because it's cheap.
Yeah.
So everyone have their conference there, and Dubai because it's close to Europe. So where you got a lot of Europeans that come to Dubai. And
what are some of your favorite things to do in Dubai?
My favorite what?
Favorite things to do, places.
My
places
favorite thing to do is there's a sports bar called the Deck.
Yeah.
Yeah. On deck. So you go on deck.
Yeah.
And in Dubai Marina, it's fantastic.
It's my 45th in September. You should come. You should come there.
Yeah,
for my birthday. You should do, because I actually am putting a crew together.
Yeah, why not?
To head over there. It'd be fantastic. Yeah.
Why not? Because I'm opening an office there, so it's in process now.
That's great.
So it should be operational in May, June.
So with that office, will you spend more time over there?
I will spend more time over there.
Do you think
at least in the beginning?
Yeah.
In the beginning, so I would run it in the beginning myself.
Because we have a lot of people on this podcast. We're just covering like how'd you get started, all those stories, and what I want to look at now is like what you're setting up for the end, because you've already made it. We could go back to where Gilbert was invented and how that all came about, but I'm interested now because you're in a position where you can open up an office internationally. Yeah. So obviously Dubai's on the cards.
And in January we just opened one in Czech Republic.
Oh wow! Yeah. And then what is this office? So it's just set up as an office there, and you lease a space? Or?
Yeah, set up an office there with 3 people working there already, and doing business already since the first of Jan. Yeah. Of course, it's a bit slow now because we are only new, and this is one of the reasons that I go to those networks overseas. So network conference. So there, for example, on the 19th of April, I'm off to Brazil, to São Paulo. There's a big fair there called the Intermodal Fair. So there I will promote because the Australian office is, people know it. So I will promote.
So will you actually get a stall at this fair?
Yeah, we have a booth. We have a booth. There's about 70 of us, 70 companies around the world, put all the money together, and we have a big booth.
Oh, so like a super booth.
Yeah, like a super booth.
And then you'll have brochures, you have everything there, you meet and greet.
Yeah.
Because one of my previous guests was talking about networking, but this is on another level. This is branding conferences, seminars. It's going out there and promoting your business in a different way. Yeah. So does that still go down to meeting the right person at the right time?
It is. So, for example, the first time I went to this fair was in 2019, and I was the only Australian company there. Yeah. Oh. So there was this Chinese company that they were looking for an agent in Australia. So they went to the fair and couldn't find anyone. And then they came to our booth, and there I was, and they said, "Oh yeah, we've been looking for an agent." So bang! So I became their agent.
Do you still do business with those guys?
Yeah, still do business with those guys. Yeah, definitely.
It's funny though, like it's just about intention and just being there at the right time, at the right place. Yeah. Now with some of the other stuff you do apart from GE forwarding, do you want to talk to us about the singing and the travel a little bit more?
Oh yes. Okay.
Some of your hobbies, because on LUX Chats, we're not just business. We're sort of everything. Yeah. And we're about creating a life of luxury. So talk to us about what you're doing there internationally and back at home.
Well, okay. Internationally, with all my travel, with network and all that, and I've been to every continent on Earth. And if you'd asked me 10 years ago, I would have said, you could be kidding, Yeah. And, I've... everything on my bucket list. Yeah. Every country I wanted to do, I've done everything bar one.
What's the last one?
The last one, I want to go to Machu Picchu.
Amazing. Yeah. And how's that? Are you going to do that by yourself, or are you going to do that with a special person?
I don't have anyone special in my life yet.
Yeah.
So if she comes along by the time I do it, she'll come with me.
Stay tuned, LUX Chats. Here we are.
But if she doesn't come along, I'll do it on my own. I'm used to traveling on my own for for the last.
That's such a spiritual place. I wonder why you left that one till last.
Well, it's opportunity. I haven't had the opportunity to go there. As you know, I'm so busy.
Not much networking there, really. So it's an intentional trip.
Yeah. So plus, I'm so busy. I'm traveling with the business.
Have you ever thought about doing like Antarctica or any of those sort of places, like just going a little bit more extreme?
Well, now that you mention it, probably, yeah, that's an idea. That's an
idea.
I never thought of it.
I just think like you're going to tick off everything kind of worldly. Yeah. But let's just throw it a little bit more south, because Antarctica is meant to be an amazing place and very few people do it.
Yeah.
Apparently it's not. It's expensive, but not as expensive as it seems.
Yeah.
It's only 20, 30 grand to get there and back. And that include food, the accommodation, the transport, everything's done. I just think going to those uncharted parts of the world that nobody sees would be just something you just have to see it to believe it.
Yeah. I know. But my biggest dream was to see the pyramids.
I was going to talk about the pyramids. Yeah.
So I made it. I made it there, and it was an amazing feeling. There's no way that thing was a tomb. People can say what they want. There's no way it was a tomb. So I don't know what it is, but definitely not a tomb.
That'll light up the comments. But electricity towers to everything to apparently even it aligns with the continents, and it's more like sun towers. Yeah. And also, too, you got to look at some of these bricks that 80 tons. We couldn't even build it.
No, exactly.
The earthquake came through the other day, and the buildings fall over. Yeah. And this thing stands the test of time. Yeah. Doesn't budge.
Doesn't budge.
Yeah, it's a pretty big tomb too. Yeah. You'd almost have to start building it at the moment of conception. So.
Yeah. Some of the interesting places, Rio. Rio is fantastic. Rio, you walk on Copacabana.
Yeah.
On the beach side, there's all along the way, there's like little cafes, and in all of them they got live music.
I think I'd like to go to Rio.
Yeah, people dancing, on the street, and it's an amazing place.
I think one of the things that you've had the privilege of doing is meeting a lot of great people, because what you're describing there is obviously one was structural just before, one's historical, but it's the people that make the areas come alive.
Yeah.
Have you ever been anywhere crazy? You were like, I shouldn't have gone here. Any places you almost regretted or felt fearful?
Kenya.
Oh, okay.
In Kenya, we were in Nairobi, and this friend of mine says, "Hey, let's go to the market."
Yeah.
And I said, "Yeah, okay." We went to the market. At the market, we bought a few things, and he said, "Oh, I feel like a beer."
Yeah.
So he looks on his Google. And then there's this bar. He said, it's just up the road. Mm-hmm. So we went there, and the more we're getting there, the poorer it was getting.
Oh, yeah.
So, and then we went one street too far.
Oh.
And then we got surrounded by these guys, and one of them said, what do you want? I said, we're looking for that place. I said, come with me.
Yeah.
So we went with him, and we were followed by the others. And then when we got to the place, he wanted some money.
Yeah.
And my friend said, I will give him some money. So he took his wallet out. And all of a sudden, all the guys came and tried to grab his wallet.
Yeah.
And this other guy was trying to get my chain behind my back. So instinctively, I just turned and elbowed him in the nose. He went down.
Yeah.
And as he went down, we just took off.
Far out.
But you know what?
Yeah.
After that, it was like adrenaline was pumping.
Yeah.
It was like, oh yes,
it's the moment.
Yes,
it's the moment.
yes.
Makes you feel alive. I'm a bit of an explorer too. I like to sort of venture out and just see what's going on. But I was in LA once and woke up in the wrong part of it and walked out, and there's all these people with guns and stuff going on, and a taxi driver pulled up and said, well, what are you doing in this neighborhood? And I'm like, I don't think I should be here.
Yeah.
And left, went back. But it was, I don't know, always gets the heart going a little bit more. Last question for you. So you've experienced the world, the cultures, that sort of stuff, but we're going to talk a bit about Lux. So what's that one luxury experience or luxury item that you just haven't got yet, but is the ultimate, if I had it, would make me feel amazing?
Okay, one of my dreams, I want to learn how to pilot a plane.
What do you want to do? What? Pilot.
Be a pilot, yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I want to learn how to fly because before I started flying, I was very, very nervous flyer. You know, my first few times I was white knuckle, and and every little bump I was used to it. So
have you ever done a lesson?
No. Someone said you got to, to get over your fear of flying, you got to learn how to fly. So that's next on my list.
Yeah.
And then I went to the air show the other day, and those little planes. I want to get one of those.
Mate, they're amazing. You know, I used to fly in Traralgon, and you can do that in Moorabbin. It's only around the corner from you.
Yeah.
The lessons aren't expensive, but the guy I used to fly with, he would have been, I don't know, maybe 70, 72. Maybe he'd had enough of flying, but he would literally go and take off. We'd sort of go down the runway, and we haven't even got off the ground. He goes, "You've got it from here." And I just instinctively just pull back, and because I'm like, mate, I don't think he wants to fly anymore. So I'm like, I've got to take over. Yeah. Then we did another time where I think we broke a lot of the just the stuff you're not meant to do, and basically we're speeding in the air, we're doing barrels, and we're doing flips. It was just doing everything.
Oh my God!
But it was very exciting, and it was before I started work for the day. And I got off. I've had a coffee. My heart's feeling great, and I'm like, the rest of my day was amazing.
Yeah.
So I definitely encourage you to do that. Would love to see that before the end of the year. Love to see that on your Instagram. So Gilbert, I want to say thanks so much for jumping on. But I'm going to ask you one more actually, because I think you deserve it. So, what's a message you'd like to share to the younger people out there watching about success, business, travel, anything? If you could encompass that into a message, what are those words?
Well, message is never give up.
Yeah. Never
give up, because, look, I co-wrote a book called The Logistics Legends. There's seven of us. We wrote this book, and each chapters we talk about how we started our business. And how I started my business, I just turned adversity into something good. When I started my business, I had nothing. I had absolutely nothing. I had to pawn my two precious things to get money to start the business. And a lot of people in my situation would give up, but I didn't give up. I failed so many times, but I never gave up, believed in myself. And when you want to do it, it will happen.
Of course.
You got to want to do it. You got to believe in your capabilities. You got to believe in yourself. So young people, I think, give up too easily these days, whether they are too protected.
I also think it's too quick. It's the instant gratification.
Yeah.
They don't understand. Like, if they don't get it in 5 seconds, they're bored. And they move on to the next thing.
Very entitled.
Yeah. They're not focused either. Yeah. They don't have that end goal in mind. So I would agree with you. I do come across some very driven 20-year-olds nowadays, but they're few and far between. Yeah. Hence why LUX was created, is just to give those young entrepreneurs an opportunity. But great message about not giving up, and obviously just diversity builds character.
Yeah.
But want to thank you, Gilbert, for being on LUX Chats.
No, I thank you.
Thanks for being an amazing guest.
Thank you.